Hello, g'day, kia ora, how are we all doing? Welcome along to Wednesday night, back on Nulla Creek. Just me at the moment, don't know if anyone's going to join, but that's fine because there's plenty for us to do. And I'm all set up to get some more Lego built, or not Lego, as the case may be. So we'll try and do some of that as we get going. So we're down here at the cattle farm because we're going to have a look at a few things in just a minute, sort of explain some work that's been done since the last stream. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. Different beats playing tonight too, but more beaty than some of the chill stuff I've had the last couple of streams in the background. So hope you enjoyed that. Lone Star Farms, how you doing? Good to see you. G'day Craig. Good evening, mate. Welcome along. Chinook. Yo, how are you, mate? Good to have you here as well. And to everyone else in the background. Hello, Mrs. Prof. How you doing? Good to see you. So let's go and have a look. If I spin around, oh goodness, what's going on here? Oh, ugh. Why are my frames so bad? I've had this before. I've been sitting in game for like ever, but I'm going to put out and load back in, and we'll build some Lego while we're doing that. And then we'll go and have a look at all of those kind of things, because that's not good enough. That was terrible. It's funny when I've been doing other things on my computer while it's like the processor prioritizes the other things, and then when I reset it, it goes all funky. Anyhow, that's where we're at. So on the Lego front, I took some time and put the battery in, the first motor in. It was something I didn't do last time. I just wanted to focus on it, so it's quite cool how the cables will get routed around in there. So that is the first one done, and that must be because that motor is hooked up to the steering. See, I can't move that anymore. And it drives in here, so that must be our steering motor. So that'll be our left and right. So bear that in mind. But yeah, we'll load back in. Don't know what's going on with those frame rates. It was sitting about 25, 30-ish when I was in here before, so don't know what's going on. We'll sort it out. We'll fix it. Hey Darren, how you doing? Good to see you. Garrick, howdy. Good to have you here. G'day Loyal. Welcome along. Good day to you. So, where we left off last time was here, so we're going to jump straight into this piece and carry on getting things built. Need to reacquaint myself with how I had everything set up last time. A little bit messy. That's right. We'll make some space. We'll make some space. Got our whiskey too, everyone. Cheers. It's a Scapegrace whiskey this evening, which is another New Zealand one. In fact, that was the Father's Day whiskey that Zarksy got me. Quit. I'm going to reboot the game completely. I wonder if it might have been because I changed a few graphics settings using the advanced graphics option. So I don't know whether that's what caused it or not, but let's see if that's the case. And I'd rather reboot it now at the time than suffer through some exorbitant length of horrible frame rates. Okay. Where's that smooth piece? That's a 7 as well. That's something more than a 9, isn't it? Let's go on that. There it is. That one there's the one we want. Oops. Right, the pieces all around. Hey Bo, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for sharing those photos with me. Floyd looked like he had an absolute blast. I'm sure he would have been right in his element. Sitting up there. Bo's neighbour was getting some silage made, some bales made, and his son Floyd just spent the whole day out there watching, and even managed to get a ride in with the baler towards the end of the day. So sure, he had an absolute great time, and apparently he was telling the driver all about Aussie gaming. So my #1 fan. At it again. I cannot complain. It's fantastic. Let's have a look. Multiplayer join game. Case in head, yeah. All the way from Racine, this one. What do you think the year 2 map could be? Well, my initial reaction was Italy, with the white plaster and the red roofs and sort of side of the hill, but then some people pointed out that the palm trees didn't seem too Italian and started suggesting South America, which is kind of exciting. A South American map would be fantastic. I'd love to see that. in Farming Simulator, kind of, you know, apart from Australia and New Zealand and our region, we've had plenty of European maps, we've had a couple of US maps, we've been to Asia, been into the UK. So apart from Africa, South America or New Zealand seem to be the untapped markets at the moment, so let's see. You managed to log into Nulla Creek last weekend, but had really bad frame rates, which was unplayable. How long did you let it load in for a while, Craig? Because it can take a wee while to sink in. Like I can sit here for 5 minutes and let it do its thing before it actually catches up and the frame rates settle down. So, but equally, I can appreciate it's a pretty hungry map. We'll see. It might be one we keep going through till Christmas, maybe. We'll see how it works. Right, where am I up to? One of those, got those, got those. What am I missing? Everything is. Must be. Must be. Right. Hey, Kenny was God. How you doing? Good to see you. It has changed your username again. Yes, I've gone to using the individual your actual YouTube handle, which is unique to everyone. You can't have two of the same. I think it's a bit of a, I do say security, but authenticity thing, which it makes sense to me in some regards. It does make sense. Just a move. Right. That's that all done, and then if we grab this piece, slots. So there, I think it is. Yep, that looks about right. Looking at the next one. He hung out for about 30 minutes to see if it would improve. Yeah. Fair enough too. If it didn't improve over that time, then it's not going to, is it? That sucks. What graphics card have you got? Struggling to get my mic in a nice comfortable spot tonight. Have we moisture on the desk. Alright, just a couple of those. Alright. You're hoping for an Australian map, but there's not a lot of stuff that would be good for the DLC. I reckon there is potential for a good Australian map. From Giants. It would be cool to see it. It'd be cool to have it. It's interesting to see their take on it. Of course, because they don't do things, 100% authentically. Right, so now right here on the those bits around the wrong way. Oops. Poppity pop. They go like that. Alright, there we go. 3060. Yeah, interesting. Mine's a 3070, so too much difference. And if you managed to log in, you obviously had 32 gig of RAMs. Hey Mark, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Farming, how you doing? Good morning. Nice to see you. I thought Kenny was God was you. I put two and two together. You leave for a couple of weeks and you lose your username. You loved the new video with FSG, very funny when he dropped out and magically reappeared. Yeah, it was strange. Normally it's me with the network issues, but for whatever reason, he got caught out this time. But not for too long. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that. So the plan is, I think like I explained in the video, is because we've kind of got small equipment, small farms, only a few bits and pieces, we're not doubling down on a whole lot of things. The idea is to allow us to try and get more work done by allowing, you know, I could jump on and do some work and do a little video on my own, and he could do one, and then come the next week we've made progress, which is kind of what we wanted to do, because often we find do those series and you end up, you know, one season in and it's taken you 10 episodes to get to harvest time, so it could be kind of cool just to roll things through a whole lot faster. We'll see. See what happens. You did your first iRacing video, Chinook. Nice. How did that go? We need to do flight sim, test out flight sim again at some stage. Want some time to do that. Chinook and I were trying to get a multiplayer game the other day for flight sim and talking about doing it on a stream one night, but for whatever reason, hopefully we got to the bottom of it, but we could connect to the same server, get into the same game, but he could see me, I couldn't see him. I could see his player tag, so he was there, but couldn't actually see him. Right, let's just finish loading this in and see what our frames are doing. Hopefully, a whole lot better. Right. It will be terrible at the moment, I can guarantee you that. And alt at the same time. It's being held down to bring up the photo. Okay. Huh, why does it change that? Obviously, can't even bring up the frame rate thing now. It keeps on bringing up the photo mode overlay. That. Okay. Yeah. So low frame rates. We'll give it some time. See if it'll load back in. Why is my keyboard thinking Alt's being held down? I got pressed somewhere. There's a keybind on a device somewhere that's down to Alt. That's I hate when things just don't work. Right. That's alright, we'll just spend the whole night building Lego if we have to. Pretty set up for doing that properly, but that's alright. Okay. Some pieces here. Anyhow, why the third quarter part of the DLC? Is it third quarter? Do they say that instead of Q4, which is what it normally is? But there's only the 3 DLCs as well, which is interesting. So fingers crossed. Yeah. Oh, hopefully some good stuff. I'm eternally hopeful. Glass half full type person, if I can. When it comes to things like that. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Chaff cart. Never heard of a chaff cart law. You know what they could do? Thinking about Aussie DLCs. And you might. This could be it. Are they the is that the auger wagons where they run behind the combines? Have you seen those? The controlled traffic farming. So the auger wagon, the grain cart's right behind the combine, and the combine doesn't open its auger, and it just unloads directly onto a conveyor which is mounted out in front of the tractor. Then that goes into the grain cart. It's kind of cool. Is that what is that exactly what I've just described? Oil. That's it. I didn't know they were called a chaff cart. But I'll claim it. All right. So how did iRacing go, Chinook? Alright. Oh, I don't know what this part does, but it moves. There'll be a reason for it. There always is. Right. And that now clips onto here. This bit over. Goes where? One, 2, and 3. Are they the only ones? And down there too. There's lots. Lots I need to try and get in. Alright, there we go. Engaged nice and tightly. Almost, but it's towed behind the combine, then it unloads a pile of straw / chaff, and then I believe people burn it after harvest. I'm not sure. Oh, so that's slightly different. Okay, so the ones I'm talking about are actually the grain cart runs behind the combine. Kind of cool. Interesting looking. G'day Scott, how you doing? Good to see you. Right, what's happening here? Still 12. I'm perplexed now. Or was it because of... Why's that open? Not a very good advertisement for the server, is it? Getting better. Maybe that was it. Here we go. It's warming up a little bit. Good that way. Not that way, but this way's alright. Alright. Oh, maybe we'll go grab a combine. I have got... Even escape's not working. Holy hecker. What's going on? Something's hijacked a keybind because I press escape to bring the menu up and it's bringing up a whole lot of other things over top. Doesn't bring up the menu. It's like tabbing, escape's tabbing through. Does anyone ever had this? Like controls pressed, but I'm not either control or alt being pressed because it's just tabbing through. Tabs tabbing through. What have I done this time? I'm having no luck with IT at the moment, am I? Seems to be going wrong all the time. Frame rates are good though, 30 at the moment. Control and alt a few times. Alright. Alt F4, I'll try that. No, it's still bringing up, press escape, it's bringing up other tabs over top. Like it's cycling through. Alright, so frame rates are a bit better. Let's see. Figure out another way to do this. So we're going to hop in and out of vehicles. Right, we're going to grab a combine and we'll go start a contract. Taking on 2 contracts. One's a long way away. Right over the other side of the map. And the other, see the frame rates here is terrible. This is the map loading in. I had to restart the server. I wonder if that's had anything to do with it. I don't know. Anyhow. Sometimes I think I overcomplicate things for myself. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. It's not the best for me, Chinook. Seems alright, and then it's kind of all clunky again. Now I've just barreled straight back into the cedar. Alright, Scott Free-For-All, I had completely ignored you. How are you, my good friends? Great to see you. Welcome along. I hope you have had the best time in New Zealand. I have been following your Instagram with great jealousy and interest all at the same time. You've done more things than I've done in New Zealand, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Some of the things you've done I can only dream of doing. You look like you've had the absolute best time, and I do hope you have. Are you still in New Zealand? No, you were up in Auckland. You went back up to Auckland. I couldn't remember exactly when it was you were departing our fair shores. Right. We'll stutter our way down here. Not too bad now. It's just a syncing loading issue. To be perfectly honest. Right, we'll try going out this way. This is the right way. So like I said, I've taken 2 contracts on, one in field 32, both for sorghum, both delivering to the same spot, which might not be the best choice, but the first one's up here. I was hoping to have some of our crops ready, but they're probably only about halfway to growing. Wheat, canola and cotton all have a 9-stage growth cycle, so taking a wee while to get there. Mr. and MRNHL Wandell have some great videos on their social media for controlled traffic farm. Interesting. Darren, get out. Need to sort out the overlays in the video, but good for a first race. Nice one. Well, I had my monitor I've brought for my sim rig turned up today, or yesterday actually, and the stand for it turned up today. But just a few compatibility issues with the fixing sizes that the stand had versus the monitor, so I'm just struggling to get them put together at the moment. Oh, this is annoying if I can't bring the menu up. Yeah, but that can't get me to the menu, can it? Oh, no, I can. Here we go. I can fake my way to the menu. Right, we need to get to field 32, which is to the right, and then we go on the left through that yard. I might actually see whether to go through that yard or a different way. That's going to be problematic though if I can't escape out of the menu. Oh. I can't get back to the game now. No way. So I'm going to show you this. So I go to monitor. So if I press escape, this is what it does. It cycles through all the different apps I've got open. That's escape. Then if I press tab, it does the same. Now I can't think of why that might be. But escape's the only way to get out of the menu. Alt was pressed. Well, that's what I thought, but it's not. I'll disconnect my keyboard. There we go. I went from Bluetooth to the Lightspeed connection and back. Oh, sorry, other way around. Lightspeed to Bluetooth, then back to Lightspeed, and now it's fine. Oh yeah, I could have tabbed to a vehicle from the map. It would have been a good call too. Oh. Yeah, you are home now, Scott. Ah. Well, I hope you had a safe trip home. And like I said, I hope you had a fantastic time. I really do. G'day Kiwi Gaming, how you doing? You had a baler in the town nearest catch fire yesterday. That sucks for the farmer. Hopefully it was contained to just the baler and didn't spread through the crop or the area they were baling. Right. Not the ideal start, but we'll get there. We'll get some farming done. Yeah, I did have Discord open. No, it was a keyboard. Keyboard for some reason. I wonder if I had the manual for the Lego or the build might have been sitting on the keyboard and possibly holding it down for a while, and then Alt just stayed on. We're sorted now. We're sorted. Alright, so the field's down, going through this farm. It's probably the farm we're doing the contract for, so I'm not going to complain about us driving through his field, through his yard. If we can get down and make a start. Of course, I'm just guessing. No, it's down these through these fields, so just hoping I've gone the right way. So far, so good though. Problems here, fire department got it before they lost too much, only a quarter of the field. Oh, that's good. But they were able to save some of that. Alright. I think it is this field here in front of us. It looks like sorghum. Looks like sorghum ready to harvest, but we'll just double check the map. Bingo, 32. Right. This header hooked up. Oh, I was going to put it around here so the header trailer wasn't in the way, then realised that this one doesn't have a trailer. Alright. It's not the best, and it's certainly worse than it was last week, which is annoying, but it's working. Get some steering assist set up, 2 headlands. Alright, here we go. Get into it. There we are, sorted. G'day Ben, how you doing? Morning mate. I'm all good because I got a whiskey. I think I'd be struggling if I didn't have this. How you doing Aussie Dan? Good to see you. Izzy, evening mate, welcome along. Alright, we'll get this going and then we'll get back to building our own combine. You were very fortunate, I was thinking about it, Scott, because you would have heard about the big fire that went through basically closed the Tongariro crossing, which is one of the most popular walks here in the North Island. So you were very fortunate not to be doing that, because you probably would have missed out, which would have completely sucked. Right, now where am I up to? I've done all those kind of things, so back to on there. Your AD loads are stuck on, not sure why. Oh, that's annoying too, Chinook. Yeah, I think we might have to question how long we keep this server. How long we persevere with it for. Might not be what we hoped it would be. this early on, we're having a few too many issues to... could become frustrating very quickly. Right, let's just wait and get around the corner here in a second. Elder, good to see you. If I said hello to you or not, but there you are. Planning... What whiskey am I drinking? Tonight's whiskey is a New Zealand whiskey called Scapegrace, which is from down the South Island, and is part of was my Father's Day present. So I had a personally engraved bottle given to me. And sits in there. It was only 11%, I think, last time I looked. Mark, look now. 7% usage. So. Not very much at all. This. Microphone further out of the way. There we go, that might be slightly better. Slightly better position, as long as you can still hear me okay. Which looks like you should be able to. That is a much, much better spot. So Scott, did you get up onto the glaciers? I was thinking about with your helicopter flight, and I saw your photos from the day before of Mount Cook, and it was all clammed in. Did you get up onto the glacier? And my other question for you is, what was your absolute highlight of the trip, apart from meeting me in person, hanging out in Wellington for the day? On each of those ends. Be quickly, not gonna go. Alright, Chinook's bringing a truck over, which is good, we need that. Okay, now this, go around this way. Oh. Oh, that's that end of the motor. So what is that doing there? That's that end. Yeah, so this way around. Side down. So those two. Alright. Oh, we're almost full. Hit the brakes. I'm braking. Oh, here's a question for you guys. Is my camera laggy on the stream? Jumpy? Because that's jumpy on OBS for me. I reckon it could even be a combination of that which is causing frame rate issues. Maybe it's having two cameras running. Maybe it's my PC struggling. Now it's okay. Ah, so I've tapped out of the game and now it's okay. I go back into the game, it goes all jumpy. Out of the game? That's bizarre. I've gone from being glitchy to jumpy. What's the GPU doing? GPU's running about 86%. Not hot, but cool. CPU's only 20-ish percent, 20 to 30%. Memory's only 19 gig of 32, 60%. Map is very resource hungry. I agree, but it's frustrating in that it hasn't been. See, and the funny thing is, this camera down here with my hands is running fine. Right. Chinook's currently hauling it at 62, 63 miles per hour, so it's getting here as quickly as he can. So I know why this camera will be chunky, because I'm using the guarantee. If I go into here, video, turn that off, which just goes back to my solid background. In game, see, that's the AI processing, struggling for that. There we go, we got there. We got there. Glacier story is interesting. As soon as we landed on the glacier, they closed the tour and started to evacuate everyone. 10-minute snowstorm and then blue skies. It was awesome. And they refunded your money. So you got to the glacier, you got to experience all conditions, and you did it for free. That's nuts. That's pretty impressive though. We'll claim the hospitality. Right, this needs to bring the cable down. Comes down and sits in here. Right. Back out of the way. Yeah, my other question was, what was your favorite part of the tour trip? Was there something you was just the absolute highlight, apart from meeting me? What's the proviso on that? And it's stupidly early in the morning for you or late at night, so I can understand you forgetting my other questions, Scott. You're just going to drive around beside me, Chinook. Alright, that job's done. 7 of these. Yeah. Done. Right, so now I think we must build the same as what's on the other side, so I'll get that out of the way. Uggsy Wellington tour was the best, of course. After that had to be the Milford Sound boat cruise. Nice. So when the only time I've been down to the Sounds, we went to Milford Sound, but we actually did a a cruise on Doubtful Sound, which I don't know if you went through Tiano But Doubtful Sound is across, you've got to take a boat across Lake Tiano, and then you go on for about a 1 hour bus trip over a pass to get to Doubtful Sound. We did that in the middle of winter. In fact, I was telling you about it, I remember now, because I was telling you about the ice and the frozen water and that we experienced when we were down there. Honestly, love our country. Ain't nowhere like it. Gonna turn itself. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Hang on a second. Are you... Why did I think you were going to Metallica, Bo? You're going to Tool, but not Metallica. Is that right? Only reason I ask is because it's the Metallica concert tonight. I'm assuming you're not going to it. When he comes back and does his North Island tour, then Mount Taranaki would definitely be somewhere he'd have to go and check out. Oh. That's a no-brainer. Oh, it's Tool you're going to, you're not doing both. I knew you'd gone to Metallica, Garrett, because you're doing Metallica, Tool, and AC/DC, isn't it? One of my friends went to the AC/DC concert in Melbourne. Whoever that was. And yeah, Akadaka in 48 hours. Exciting times. Man, I'd love that. You're in front of the mosh pit at Metallica and you're like, hang on. Enter Sandman comes on, you're like, no, stop the music, Argsy's on. Maybe you could do that at Tool, just pull out your phone and start watching one of my videos. You could get Maynard to like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Oasis, Metallica and AC/DC, you're not doing Tool, right. I try to remember, I do. Metallica had my stream on the big screen. Man, I would be hated by so many people in New Zealand if that happened. Imagine. I am known to, when we've travelled and you you ever go to a hotel and you turn the TV on and someone stays signed in on the YouTube account? That person will subscribe to Argsy Gaming. It's up on the top there like that. Alright, you'll be back in New Zealand again soon, so maybe then that he's making plans. Did you look any further into the whole moving to New Zealand thing, Scott? He gets a bit antsy when people are on their phones during a concert. Right, buddy. Oh, that'd be even funnier then. Enter Sandman, enter Argsy Gaming. That's right though, like the number of people who spend the whole of a concert on their phone videoing every single part of it just blows my mind. There's a really cool, in saying that, there's a really cool YouTube Facebook group for Pearl Jam fans, and there's people on there who take the Pearl Jam concert and they will get footage. People can submit their own footage, and then they put together basically a user-made video of the concert, so you can relive the concert through everyone else's perspective, which is kind of cool, kind of like that. But the number of, like, you know, concerts I've been to, you don't really go back and rewatch a part of the gig. It's cool to get a selfie and say you were there, but I'd say I've ever gone back and rewatched something. Maybe I'm just boring. Nothing more metal than making Lego and playing Farm Sim. That's it. Idea's not left you. I've asked a lot of people how I can get a permanent visa. It's expensive and not easy. So here's a thought. They just announced last week that they're going to build a second Costco in Auckland. So maybe you could angle some way to come over and help set it up. We could also use some of your farm sim experience and get you a job on a farm, Scott. What about your drafting? How's your architecture skills? If you know how to draw. Hey Nismo, you've just left Metallica. You left because I was on. Guys, go, we're going to leave early. Alexie's just gone live. See, real fan. Live at the moment. 100%, Bo. 100%. You know where it is about the second Costco? Down in Drury Lane, where the Muffin Man lives. I just had that piece and I'll put it back. Here it is. Oh, size ones, isn't it? Man, I get confused sometimes. I told you about the new one going in Southampton. Did you wear your name tag? I said you were going to wear your name tag. You know how to draw a circle, can I get a job? Is it a true circle though? That's the test. They're not going together because I've done this around. I've put the wrong piece in. Put the wrong piece in. Bother. Right, which one? I better hurry up and find it, or we're going to be in this run. I'm not going to be able to. Mr. Squiggle draws better than. I mean, that's his job, Mr. Squiggle. Be worried if he didn't. That's cool that you wore your name tag. Alright, let's rip down the middle of this field. Sort of a circle somehow, you seem to draw a girl instead. Okay. Your older brother works at Stevenson's Aggregates and Jewelry. Ah, there you go. What's an architect? Oh? I'm an architect. Yes, I'm being facetious and pulling you up on your spelling. What are you going to do about it? If you ask any of my friends, they'll just tell you I draw boxes. He also draws with his nose and as a puppet, so okay. Yeah. Right, there you go, that bit's all nailed. Not quite, put it on properly, there we go. And then slide them like that. We got more bits to move back and forth. Four, five, six. 8 of those, 2 of those. Go on the end. Like so. And these go in various positions around. And that will be because these will take the place of finishing pieces later on, so you can fit flat pieces across there. Panels and whatnot would be my guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make you an instrument tech? Maybe. Maybe. Not long to go to Christmas. Don't start reminding me of that, Nismo. Oof. Alright, how Mr. Truck Driver? 70%. Frame rates. I was going to say they've improved. We're up at 30 now. Interesting. I wonder if that's turning off the camera thing. Maybe I'll just have to do away with that. A lot of that I elevated to the level of tech. Thank you. Thank you, Bo. I needed your blessing for that. Alright, let's have a look here. So, get that out of the way. And now this should, he says very gingerly, oh yeah, this one is different. Look, it doesn't. This one has bits sticking out that the other one didn't. It's okay. Put in there. Come on, lots of pieces to line up. Last ones, last ones. Get in there. Interesting to do a review of my facial expressions when I'm doing this. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. I'm actually concentrating too much. Like 273. Truck my way where I want to go now. Thanks, Scott. Catch you later, buddy. Great to see you. Look forward to hearing more and seeing more about your trip. I'm hoping you're going to put together some fantastic video summary of it all. I know you were documenting a lot of it, so can't wait to see that. Pleasure to have you here, and pleasure to have you in our country, and hopefully see you again soon. Now what's happened here? I haven't pressed cruise control. Right. Starting the editing tomorrow. Yay. Looking forward to it. All the best, buddy. Did I miss doing this piece on the other side? I bet you I did. Go back and double check, because I feel like I was meant to do that on the other side too. And I put that in. That have been. Yep, I can see it in that instruction. Goes on there, and it was there. Didn't do that. Right. I was feeling a little bit silly doing contracts on this map when we've got $3.5 million, but it's all going to add up. It's all money for the farm. All right. Just done that. So we're down here now. Starting to get some size to it. This is just the back end. It's going to be a big combine, big model. Alright, where does this slide into? Yeah. Connects that shaker thing. Yeah. All right. Already 40% through already. Winning. Here we go. All right. Still got this piece to put on, which goes across here. Across there. Out to that side, I would suggest. Okay. So I was scanning through this earlier. I wanted to get to, it's quite a way we can go until the next motor was needed. There it was there, somewhere in here. There we go. So we can get up to 120. We're only on 66. Plenty more to do to keep us busy. Alright, how full's that truck? 91% on the 2 trailers. Still got another 45, I think they 45,000, no, 50,000 litre trailer. Like that. Right, number 11, must be that. It's a nice long one. Holden's joining in. Oh, come along, Holden. Right, this is where I get nervous because it's calling for 2 of those. Okay. Only see 1 in here at the moment. Oh, there it is. Phew, it's caught up on another one. Worried we were going to be missing something. The old truck's struggling. Struggling up the hill. Alright, here we go. Good evening, Shea. How you doing? Good to see you. Is back on the Lego tonight. Getting that done. I was just going to change actually. I'll lift. The game to cover me up a little bit more. And no need to apologise. You're not late at all. You're here right on time. Man, I get disorientated sometimes. I was thinking, no, I've got it all up the wrong way, but I don't. See, this is one I wonder why that wasn't put on earlier. It made sense that would have been done earlier. Hey, Amon, how you doing? Good to see you. You're a professional. Has the walkabout chaser been a bit excessive on Kinley? It's on sale at the moment. Might be a little bit more than you need. Oh, might be a little bit more than you need. I'd be suitably impressed if you could fill it up though. It's like a drawbar to me. Toe ball on it. You're with Kiwi Sim Farmer, no worries. She had her blanket yet? It is getting too hot for her to need a blanket share. Like the last few days we've been in the mid-20s, and she's been struggling. She's definitely feeling the heat. So no, she hasn't, and it's still carefully located on my back of my chair. I'm also still worried that she's going to rip it to shreds. She managed to go and chew through my garden hose today. Chewed the nozzle off the end, chewed the hose in half. Not happy. Not a happy camper. Not a popular dog either. Alright, 2 of those. Two of those. Couldn't stay angry at her for long. Couldn't stay angry at her. I had her at work yesterday and I took her for a walk at lunchtime and it was almost too hot for her then too. It's pretty tuckered out. Another one of those. We've got snow. I heard FSG was telling me on the weekend it was snow forecast up in his part of the world. Of course, our not so mighty All Blacks are playing Wales this weekend. Oh. That's kind of cool. So these pieces here, I'll show you in a sec once I get them both on. Holden, if you were wondering what you could do, if you've managed to find something to do, you could start dragging the other combine header over towards field 80, what is it, 84? Which is the other contract we have to do. Basically on the other side of the map. Oh, you've got me. Ah, there you go. Right, it's 84. Anyhow, you go. You're listening to the stream, so I can talk to you that way. Easy. Happy days. Can Stella draw a circle? Probably could. Funny. You're moving to New Zealand. It'd be great to have you here. Sleeting in your part of the world, Mark. Nasty. Nasty. Yeah, we've been low to mid-20s the last 3 or 4 days. It's been very muggy and very hot, which is not normal for this time of year. November's normally still can get some cold days. And no worries, Chinook. Good mate. Okay, Yoran, how you doing? Good to see you. Share happy anniversary for yesterday, 30 years. Congratulations, that's an amazing milestone. Zarkly and I will be... Go down to the bottom of the field, Chinook. Don't go try and go up the hill again. Meet me down the bottom. Zarkly and I will be 18 years in a couple of weeks. Right, oh, I was going to show you this. So the way these things work is see how they can slide up and down. You see it there. So it stops it popping out, keeps it all nice and tight. And they're not shock absorbers, of course, because they don't have springs on there, but they're kind of like little guides. Very cool. Right. Ooh, this looks like a hub. Some description. Get in there. With a tip on the end. There we go. That one. These. Right, and we've got a gear that we need to get into here. Ah, these four-wheel drive. Is it four-wheel drive? That's pretty cool if it is. Work was interfering with FS25 in the Aussie stream. How dare it? Do they not know what day it is? You need to block out some time in your work schedule. Perhaps you could put Aussie meeting. Video call. Here we go, video call with Aussie. Architect video. See, you wouldn't be lying if you said video call with architect. How about that? Technically not lying. Alright, Chinook. Catch you later, mate. So I will empty out while we're down here. Drop a Chinook up. Got him. Right in the header. Right, so two trailers are full. Worst thing they added to the game is tramlines. So 4 fields ploughed together, never sleep tramlines, but they are in 2 out of the 4 fields. It's frustrating. Frustrating. Good to see you, mate. Catch you again sometime. Let me yell if you're free tomorrow night. I might have some time to try and jump into Flight Sim and see if we can not make something work. Good if we can. I haven't used tramlines yet in precision farming. Alright, we've got Holden over here now, helping us out. So, we've done that, and that. So up to this one. 7. Small gear. And a black spacer. Well, the spacer actually goes in there. It's kind of cool. The spacer falls right in there. It's like a bushing. It's cool. What am I building? Shit, I am building a combine. To cover the easiest way to do it. So there you go, that's what we're working towards. So it is a CLAAS Dominator 370. It is remote controlled, battery powered and everything. The header, reel goes around, header goes up and down, steering, driving, auger, in and out, and I think it might have a shaking chaff board on the back. Yeah, it's very cool. Quite like it. Alright, so here we go. There's our drive. This can't be the back. This must be... This might not even be to do with the... Yeah, we'll find out. We will find out what it does. Process of ploughing them out and replanting. Very cool. Very cool too. Right, 1, 2. One of those. Another one of these. Turning time. The old truck struggles up the hill. I don't think it's quite got the power for 3 trailers. We might need to get a bigger truck. It goes through there. It'll pop on the other side. Beautiful. 15. You reckon? Are we building the front? This could even be the front. I wonder if we build it in two parts. Where that part's the back, and this is the front, and then we kind of pair them together. I've got snow. That's right. Let's go right through. See it sticking out on the other side there. Right. More fun parts. Go the right way so they interlock properly. Okay. I sometimes wonder where people with really big fingers and hands deal with this, because I struggle. Right. Wish it took Holden so long to get turned around up there. It's about finished. Almost need to drive up there and then come back down instead of going slow speed upwards. Get it started. Push it through. Let's try that. Come on. Here we go. One in. One in. You know, pull the way over in the neighbour's fields if we're not careful. So I can get up without having to unload Holden if you want to try and drive up or wait halfway back down for me or something. I don't know what's going to work best. On your filthy thing. There we go. Man. Challenging piece to put together. Looks perfectly lined up. I don't know why it won't go through there. Starting to hurt my hand. Got one in. Use new JCB to pull the trailers, you reckon? Could help. Holy heck. Right, I'm going to try it from the other direction, right the other end. Right, that one's on the ground. Let's try a different one. I wonder if it was the piece had a bit of out of misalignment or out of shape. There we go. Maybe a little bit squashed, I don't know. That one went through. Okay. Back to working in the camera. Eeny, meeny, miny, done. Look at that. Here's it going here. Ah, what have I done? Attach the header. Yeah, we'll catch you in 30 mark. Let's drive to work. Drive carefully if it's a bit icy out there. you did not. Mark, don't join the throngs of people who are complaining about a mod. Why can they not have a little bit of fun building something? Who knows, it might have been part of their deal with JCB. Tahi Rua Fa. Right, there we go. For those who don't know, Tahi Rua Toru Fa is 1, 2, 3, 4 in Te Reo Māori. There endeth your language lesson for today. Right. Alright, there we go, that's all working as it should. Good. Good. Could you actually see that? Yes, you can. It's all going around. Funny it doesn't if I do that. Take the load off it. Anyhow, there we go. Done. Keep moving. Other side, hub on the other side. I don't know about you guys, I'm quite enjoying this music. What a nice, quite nice beats going on in the background. But chill. Alright, you are full, Holden. You are full. So you better go and get that sold down to the sell point. I'm going to be full very soon. Go right, go right, go right. There's a cargo's down in the middle of town. You know where the town is? You got a new obsession, kiwi fruit. Your cholesterol has never been so good. Well, I would have to have pretty bad cholesterol to think about eating kiwi fruit share, so you're welcome to my share of them. Can't hear them. Can you not hear the background music? Is it too quiet? I do have them set low because I don't want them to be too overpowering. Anyhow, it's just me. So that's that job done. Key to lowering my cholesterol is stop eating pies. Can't beat a good pie though. If you can't beat them, eat them. Alright, how full are we? 55%. Just need to keep an eye on that because I don't want to get to 100%. Metallica's too loud. Like you might tell care telling them to turn it down a bit, bro? Don't they know there's a live stream going on right now? Alright, 64. Top eating pies is... no, it's not a thing. Not a thing at all. So Metallica's playing in Auckland tonight. Yoran, we were joking before about I thought Bo was there and why was he in the stream. We were joking about the fact that they were playing it on the big screens at the side of the stage. Metallica are closet Argsy gaming fans, and they're like, no, we can't play until the stream's finished. Imagine 60,000 Metallica fans baying for blood. You say that it's like it's unbelievable. That could ever happen. And imagine setting that as a challenge. Your challenge is to get Metallica to like one of your streams. Volbeat were loud, I still need to remember to listen to them. There we go. So that's got to be the front of the combine, right? That's has to. So it's got all these pieces to link through in here somehow. Right, that's all working as it should, I believe. So we're up to speed, we're up to 88. Cooking. We're full. And Holden's unloaded, and we're 98% complete on this contract. Fantastic. Won't be too far back. And then our mission is going to be to haul over to 84. We'll be back down this road, through town, past, well, could go past there, but it'll be quicker to go up there, down there. We'll go and start some work down there. Ramstein would be nice to see live. It's too loud, you're told. Man, can we make that a thing, Bo? Do you wanna do a cover of a Metallica song for me and we'll do it in game? I was actually looking at Christmas songs again the other day. Probably left it too late. Just have to roll out 12 Days of Christmas once again. I used some ChatGPT to write some lyrics for me this time too. Hey FSG, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. 36 months, 3 years, remember. Thank you, my friend. Very zen. Going for the chill vibes. Saying just waiting for a truck to get back, but literally I think I've spent the whole stream building this so far. We've got that piece there done, which is this is the rear of the combine. So we've got rear axle in there, that steers. There's a motor in there, which will drive the steering. Tow bar on that side. It's our cable and things like that, and the suspension's actually react as well, so cool. And now I think we must be building the front part, so I'm pretty sure this will go in there. But this is the front of the combine. This will be the main drive wheels. It's very cool. So tempted by it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it done actually. Do you know I bought this last Christmas, just before Christmas last year? So I've probably had it for a part of 11 months. Too busy doing other things to build it. Right, one more pass in this field and then we'll packing up and hauling over the other side. 2 elbow. Nice suit he had on in Kinley. It was a nice suit. Certainly was. Very dapper. Proper gentleman. Just double take that it was FSG for a minute. But when he disconnected and came back, it was someone else. Right. Here we go. Let's have another look. What are we? I think 20. So frame rate's definitely calmed down a whole lot. Definitely helped changing the camera, turning that setting off with the virtual background filter. That definitely made it. So now I just need to come up with a more interesting background. FSG, I got my monitor and mount all has all arrived, and I started putting it together tonight after dinner, and I don't have the right size screws for to fit the monitor to the monitor stand. So tomorrow's mission is to go and locate something I can use. It's weird, the mount for the mount that came with the stand had like 6mm, I think 5mm was the smallest monitor screw it had, and this monitor is only 3mm ones. No, not till tomorrow, I think it is. I've still got time. Still got time. You must have got yours earlier than the date they'd said, so maybe I'll get it earlier than they said as well. Kind of cool. Yeah, so yeah, you was meant to be today. I might wake up in the morning and have it, because normally they come through at about 2 in the morning New Zealand time. I think it's the current time difference with Germany. Let's wait and see. And if history's just magically appeared in another video. He did. It was quite funny. It was funny actually, Bo, because when we were recording, I didn't actually know he disappeared. I didn't actually have a plan for how I was magically going to make that fit the story. Not fit the story, but how I was going to make it work, and it just magically worked. Stuck on. Let's connect. Here we go. Alright, we're going to haul this now. So I'm going to have to concentrate. I won't be able to build Lego. Driving this across the map. That's fine. So let's just reiterate. So I go out of the other side of the field, down there, turn left, through the town, over the bridge, all the way down here, turn right, and then go all the way down there. This could be a bit of a drive. So here we go. I mean, it's a good problem to have being too busy, isn't it? Doesn't sound like combines. Still going. I just turned my volume down so much I couldn't hear it. Harry Potter Witchcraft, that reappearance. It would have been even better than if it was on the viaduct with the train, wasn't it? I'll still be upswearing at my monitor stand. Well, I did manage to find some screws that are the right size, but the holes in the bracket that go on the stand are too big for it. So now I've got to possibly find some washers or get some washers or something. Electronics shop tomorrow. Certainly a bit of an odd size for the monitor though. Right, let's go back into this view for a bit. Funny how once everything syncs up and it just takes so long for everything to load in the resourcing of this map. All the graphics and everything, all the stickers and things are now looking correct. All the textures there, previously they were a bit blurry. Texture streaming wasn't working. We're all good now. Nice. Oh, see, now you're getting me, Bo, because I haven't actually watched Harry Potter, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about. Alright, contract done. I like how they've changed it now so that the crop is 100% associated with the contract. I wonder what would have happened if we went and filled up with sorghum from the other field in the same truck though. What would happen then? Bonus income. That's nice. Take that. Right, I'm kind of half concentrating, half looking at Lego still. Oops. That's why my cruise control didn't go. That's the old case that once you pop you can't stop. Keep on going, keep on building. You've only seen the first one. One of those things I kind of think, oh maybe I should sit down and watch that with the kids, but they haven't shown any interest in it, so no real point. It's getting pretty lively now with the music. Let's back up the tempo a little bit. This is definitely, this field must be, I think, twice the size, I think, because the contract was worth at least twice the value. That would be a good one to have a second combine in. I'm also not going to get it finished, and I think we've only got about 15 hours to get it done. It has to be done by the end of the month, so. Okay. Fail it, we fail it. More of these funny split pieces. To show you these, they're very unique. Oh, I did so well. That hole was brutal. My kids didn't get in his boot. There you go. My kids are more fascinated with trying to watch horror movies at the moment. Can we watch this one? Can we watch this one? No. No. You're not watching that. No, you're not watching that. That could have actually been dodgy. I was pretty close to the water then, wasn't I? To remind myself. I have a reputation. Don't want it to be upheld. I wonder if I shouldn't actually be starting this contract, because we're not going to get it done and it's going to rely on others. Like we're halfway there already. That's the road down to our cattle farm. Well, let's see what we do. See, I'm doing this. Alright, so getting this, this will clip in and drive that somehow. Figure that out soon. Actually found that it's following a very similar build pattern to one of the first few bits and pieces. Floyd. Deadpool, goodness. I think I'll be guilty of saying I think the boys. I think I actually sat down and wanted to watch that with the boys. I'll take that one. This is where we need to turn. As long as you don't let him watch any of that Jason Statham rubbish, though. That's what you really need to steer clear of. Right. Now that's... Yeah. Oh, that... Those gears are for driving, I think. That'll be for driving the header, because they're actually very low. How low they are. We'll have a bigger diameter wheel on the front. So that's probably for the header. Oh, I wonder if it's got a gear engagement or not. No, it must just be turned on and off. Have a gear to engage it. Definitely, yeah, 30 frames per second, it's not too bad. This is the Statham of views. You keep on telling us that you don't look like him. What are you so worried about? No resemblance. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's looking good. Certainly the longer you're in the game for, the better it gets. Because to start off with, it was very, very laggy. To the point where I was sitting in game for 40 minutes before the stream started. Then I started my stream up, and suddenly my frames just completely tanked. So you're with FSG on that one, Elder, but you're also bald. It's got nothing to do with it. I'm not doing it based on looks or appearance at all. I feel like I needed to drive into the river there because that music was becoming very climatic. Like it deserved a crash. Aha. What these bits will be for, this will be for raising and lowering the header. I'm bored at 60. Being the gentleman. He was looking very dapper. Very dapper indeed. Did just beat me over here. Truck. So, where did you come to get across here? Didn't ride out. I wonder if. Oh, that would have been the quick way, wouldn't it? Right out of town and gone that way. Possibly. I don't know. Takes more than that to make you blush, FSG. Any excuse to drive into a river. I don't need excuses. Looking for, do we have? We've got a few auto drive courses now. A lot of effort being put in. Some of the guys, look at all these points around now. It's impressive. We could have auto driven down here. Alright, see you, Bo. Good to see you, buddy. Catch up with you over the weekend at some stage. Alright, here we go. Driving. Slow down and we're going to plough straight into that truck. Alright, let's go get this field opened up. Oh, it was your fault the first time, Bo, so 100% I would. You new around here. Right. Go. Well, we've been here before. This field's kind of cool, isn't it? Look at the elevation change up over there. How far over do we go? It's actually got quite a way to go up and over there. Those trees are probably maybe about here. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out. Guess we will find out. Right. Your marriage is used to taking blame. Whatever. You don't get blamed for anything, Bo. So universal joints going on. That would have been easy to put on before we did the piece underneath from a dexterity point of view. Okay. I say I feel like I'm getting through the pieces here. It's good. Goes through here like that. And like that. Beautiful. Beautiful, just like a ball one. Couple of gears to go on the bottom. And these will somehow talk to each other. Right. One thing I learned from the last one I made is not to have those too tight, so if I go turn out, just have them both at the same length. Okay. Hopefully they'll stay there like that. Yeah, the last time I think I wound those in too tight to get them at the right length, and they didn't play very nicely together. Bracket, where am I? Upside down. Black. Oops, down. Alright, right up. Nice and tight. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Actually, I'm not too far away. I wanted to get to there, so carry on, get this done. I think I'll have to call it quits for the night. But I'm pretty close to the point I want it to be. Because then I can focus on doing the motors offline. Those all sorted out. Good. After that, alright. Come on. Is it going to get around this corner? Oh, go on. Go on. No. It's so close to going the whole way around that corner. Oh, so we could pretty much do the whole field. Still. Beauty. It'll take us a wee while. anyone's at a loose end and wanting something to do, got a field to harvest. Come in, give us a hand. Right. Oops. Goes in the back. Goes through here. Little one. Those. Gene, does that go through? That goes through. Yeah, it's through. That way as well. Assuming they're flush, yeah, they do go right through. It's just that one goes through on a different angle. No worries. To those, one of those, one of those. Alright, clip all that in. We are. Beauty. It's yeah. This one is going to go right around the corner. Watching. Keep going. Put the green line the whole way around. Might as well have just used course play or a worker, right? The amount I'm doing. It's been fascinating actually watching Millennial Farmer with his new combine and just, you know, how much automation it has and how much it will do on its own. But on top of that has been how impressed he's been with the quality of the corn they're getting. All of their cropping, to be honest. All of their soybeans and corn, just, yeah, he's been very complimentary of it all. It's been fascinating to follow along and see what's happening. I haven't watched the latest episode, which looks interesting, but from a obviously having some issues with the header, but here we go. Last page. 2 and 2. Aha. Aha. I sometimes wonder who proofs some of these instruction manuals. Oh, Jim gets bogged again. I saw that one. That looked pretty greasy and uncomfortable more than anything. But no, there's the other one. There was one today talking about the header and some issues or something. I thought there was anyhow. Maybe I recall seeing it. How are you, Jason? You alright? Squeezy. This headland, I think I've had to stop for one corner so far. It's silly. It's good, but silly. I've jumped a stage, haven't I? I haven't done that, but looks quite important, so we better do that. Things with gears are kind of critical to the functionality of something. I've heard anyhow. Okay, just jumped through and got that all done. It was not too hard, was it? Now we back up this way. Where does this sit? Blue sits on top of those. That's both up. Must be right. I mean, those gears don't connect, so let's... Music seems to be in the right spot. Well, I'm guessing that's right. I'm guessing they do different tasks. We've got a whole row of gears up and through here, so if I turn that one, see it's turning that, and then if I turn this down here, so that's the wheels. Okay, yeah, definitely different ones. One's for the wheels, this one down here is the header, yeah, because it's turning those. And I wonder if this one up here could be related to the auger. Actually no, I bet you this gets a gear on the front here, and then drives through, and that will be... I reckon that will be what turns this one here. This one here is what shakes that piece there, which I think will be something to do with the like shaker deck or whatever on the combine. There you go, that's my guess. Aussie engineering a Lego, non-Lego class combine 101. So yeah, so that'll drive, because that'll drive off the wheels, so when the wheels are running, the shaker will run. Which doesn't quite seem right, but... Oh no, you know what that might be, actually? Separate to the wheels. That probably connects the header, so when the head's spinning, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Out all day chasing headers today. Fair enough. I haven't seen it either. I just saw it on my homepage. Right. So let's just have a flick through here very quickly. It's one lap of the field done, and we've almost harvested 10% of the contract. And the truck has got 55,000 litres of sorghum in it. So we've got some motors to build. Two motors to go in there. So that's pretty intense. So this bit might be stuff I'll do myself. And then we've got collection. What more to keep on going with? There we go. Ah, there we go. 148 gets it all clipped together. We must be getting close. I think B. B would be the next lot of bags. So there we go. I might even... Let's see, maybe I'll see. Maybe I'll build this bit myself, and then when we start next time we'll be, at this point, starting to build... Say at the back. Right. Looks like it might be the top of the hopper. So, we'll see. Anyhow, I'll leave that. I'm going to put in my placeholder for that. My paintbrush. This is my Lego cleaning device. Very good way to get dust off. Along with... It's also good I use it for my computer. along with a can of compressed air. So a good way to clean Lego. Right, well there we go. I think it is 11:06 here in New Zealand, so I am going to call it quits. We do have this here, obviously, if anyone who wants to come on and lend a hand and keep on doing some work. Kind of got this field now started. Contract does have to be done though in 13 hours. Click that one while we're here. What's BC? BC to do with the time? Oh, that's better contracts. Anyhow, yeah, 13 hours to do that. So if anyone wants to jump on in the next 13 hours and get that finished, that'll be before midday New Zealand time. Then feel free. Great resty week. Go build that sim rig. I'll go and see if I can figure it out. I'm gonna go to bed though, I think. It is part of the fun of figuring out how it works though, right? Exactly right, Mrs. Prof. And that's why I like it. It's one of the things that always fascinated me with Technics. So do you know what would be fascinating is once I've finished this combine, is going back and building the combine. I'm sure I've shown you guys this set before. Let's see if I can find it. 19, must be 1990s. Here it is. 8862. Photos of one box here. I'll look and see if there's some photos here. Kind of is. This here, this here's a set I had. When did this set get released? 1989, this was released. And this is one I had when I was a kid. I would have been 9 years old when this was released. And this is a combine I had back then, which was pneumatic, so you could raise and lower the header, you could fold the arm in and out, and there was obviously gears to drive the header, reel and everything like that. But it was so simple. Look at how simple that is as a Lego set. I love the backhoe. I probably use the backhoe more than the combine, but I've got all this, and I have actually restarted building the combine probably about a year and a half ago. So maybe get that finished and we'll be able to compare the two side by side and see how much brick building, I'll use a generic term there, but how much Lego and the likes have changed in the last, what's that? Gosh, I don't want to say how long ago that is. 89, 90, 35, 36 years. It's pretty crazy, so it'd be cool to have it side by side though. It's something I've wanted to do. Go back and build some of those. So anyhow, thank you everyone. Have a good rest of your week. I am hoping to be able to maybe do some sim racing over the weekend. So keep an eye out for some streams. It'll be pretty impromptu. It'll be just, we'll see how it goes. Not sure how it's going to run, how my setup's all going to work, but we'll certainly try and have a bit of fun. We jump and do some races. I don't know if there's going to be any multiplayer available. If there is, who knows? Maybe we'll, in fact, FSG, if you're up for it, maybe on the weekend we could see if we can do some multiplayer, if we have the opportunity. But anyhow, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I'm pleased the server got itself sorted out. It does take a bit of a while, so be patient. He will be. Oh, wink wink. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Might be worth having a look then. Anyhow, you guys all have a good rest of your week, and we'll catch you sometime over the weekend. Take care. We'll see you then. Bye.